Hi everyone, so this is my next album. This is all about our trip to Rome. So I decided to do Italy all in one big scrapbook, just because there's a lot of places we want to visit in Italy, so I didn't see the point of doing loads of different small albums. I just thought I'd do it all in one big one. So this is just a 12 by 12 hobbycraft scrapbook, and all I've done is literally just printed out this cool pizza sort of wallpaper from the internet, and then just cut out some alphas from a stencil that I had, just to put Italy on there. I might put some stickers around, but I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to do with the rest of the book. As I said, I've got plenty of time because it's for the whole of Italy, it's not just for one trip. So we went to Rome in March just for 5 days, so 4 nights. This page here, I will be doing something on it, but again, because it's for the whole of Italy and all of our trips, I'm not too sure what I want to do with it yet, so I've just left it blank until I find something that I want to do. But this is the first page, so this is just basically how we got there and all our sort of flights and hotel and stuff. So this is just a photo of the plane. This is my boarding pass. We flew with Ryanair from Manchester. This is just the balcony on our hotel. That was really cute. We stayed at the Hotel Corallo, so that's just a little business card from the hotel. This was our ticket to get from the airport to the train station in Rome, like our transfers. And then at the top there, that sticker came from Jolie's boutique pack that I got, so I thought it was really nice. I've used these are like post-it notes, but I've used them as like journaling pads as such. They came from the works, and as I said, they are supposed to be post-it notes, but I used them for like an outline to write on basically. And then they also came with like little tab ones as well that I used for just to label things. And in the background is just a map of Rome that I've cut out to use as a background, and that's just like a little penny. Well, I say penny, a cent that's got the Colosseum on it. So I thought that was quite cool. So the first thing we did in Rome, what we went to go and see, was the Pantheon, which is obviously one of the most famous attractions in Rome. It was actually one of our favourite. We really enjoyed seeing the Pantheon because it was real. It wasn't being restructured or anything like that. It was how it was left, and that's what we like really. We like to see the country as it was basically. But we just got some nice photos of the Pantheon. The paper on the back is like an old newspaper sort of print. I basically again went through all my stash and picked out all sort of like cream golds and old style sort of browns to go with this album, because I wanted it to be gold. That's what sort of theme I wanted it to be. So I thought that would go, and so all the papers from, you know, the works, the range, even Poundland, places like that. It's not a specific theme or brand. The washi tape, I used 3 different washi tapes in this album. The first is just a plain gold one that came from a pack from Paper Chase. The second is, you can slightly see it, it's like almost like a giraffe print, I want to say, but almost like a cracked. It's a gold and almost see-through, well, gold and white washi tape that came from IKEA. And then the third is this one. It says like the only limit is you, basically. It's just a constant reel of that, and that came from Wilkinson's in a pack. But I just thought it all went together, and I'm glad I used up quite a few washi tapes because I've got so many. I'm just trying to get rid of them. And then these little stickers, these came in a pack that we actually got from America, from when we went to California. I went to Michael's and I found a Rome pack, which was really cool. So there's some of the stickers are from there. And again, I've used some of the post-it notes as journaling. So this is just some more photos of us, of Joe, and just nice buildings there in Rome. And all of these are our metro tickets. So we used the metro a fair few times to get around. We did try and walk a lot of places, but sometimes we were just tired and it was easier to get the metro back to a certain place and then walk. So We did use it quite a few times, so I kept all our metro tickets and put them all there. So you can see the washi tape a bit better now. So it's like it's a gold sort of cracked, almost like a giraffe print. This page is just all about ice cream basically, and some of the business cards from places that we ate. So this is just some pictures of the Italian ice cream. I love Italian ice cream, it's the best ever. And then this is just a picture of our ice creams. Pistachio ice cream is my favourite, and I always get pistachio ice cream if they've got the choice. And then this is salted caramel one as well that I got, and this is just the spoon that I've kept from these ones. At the top you've got the business card, the gelatist, which is where we got these ice creams from. Pincere, which is from where we got this really good pizza from. That little one, that's a sushi one that Joe got his sushi from. And then in the corner there's the multicoloured one. We went to a little cafe for like a coffee, just near the Colosseum. We actually found, we didn't mean to, but it was actually a gay cafe that obviously specialises in like events for gay and lesbian events. So, but it was nice. We enjoyed going there. It was nice. The coffee was good, and the people were really lovely. So I just got a business card from there. And again, this little sticker came from the pack. I can't think which brand it is, but from America, from Michael's. So the next thing we did, we went to the Trevi Fountain. Obviously actually we found the busiest place in Rome. Even the Colosseum wasn't as busy as Trevi Fountain, but maybe because Trevi Fountain's a much smaller space, we just thought it was so busy. The first time we went there, this is what it was like. So this is all just people everywhere. You couldn't even get near it. And then we went back at 7 o'clock in the morning, before people have even woken up, and we got some really good photos of us next to it, and actually we can actually go and see it and look at it and appreciate it, rather than trying to fight through crowds just to get one picture sort of thing. So I do recommend, if you are going to Rome, and especially if you're going in the summer, try and get up as early as you possibly can, and go and see the Trevi Fountain before every single other person goes. And we just got some nice photos of us, and this little tab, this came from IKEA as well, the same sort of brand, I suppose, the pack that the washi tape came from, because I just thought it matched, so I put that in there. And then we went to the Spanish Steps, which again is another famous part of Rome. Again, we went there after the Trevi Fountain in the morning. So again, I got some nice photos of just me on the steps with no one else in them. But then, as I just said, later on in the day it did get busier, so there's pictures of here of how busy it sort of got and what it's like normally. And then we went to the Piazza Navona, which is a nice sort of square that you can go to. It's lined with like cafes and bars and all them sort of things. So it's nice just to wander around and have a sit down and just appreciate the views and things. I picked up this leaflet just because basically the Piazza Navona used to be like a chariot race course almost, and you can almost you can actually go underneath it, I think, and see what it used to be. But we didn't go. I just thought it was cool just to say that we've been to the Piazza Navona on there. And then, of course, we went to the Colosseum, which is obviously the most famous point of Rome. We didn't actually mean to stumble upon it first time. We were just walking down this nice street, and we saw it at the bottom of the street, thinking, "Oh God, there's Colosseum." So it was cool to see it from a distance as well as close up. So we got some nice photos. We walked pretty much all the way around it. Got some good photos. This again came from the Rome pack. It's quite 3D. It's quite it does stick out a lot. It makes my album quite big. These are tickets for the Colosseum and the Roman Forum and the Palatine Hill. They all come in one ticket, which is annoying for me because I like to collect a load of tickets. But we actually only got one for both of us for all three attractions. So I photocopied it because I like to see the back and front of them. So I photocopied it. That's the real one and that's the photocopied one. Because as I said, I like it to, you can see both back and front. This I still need to put in, but this is just a Colosseum at night. So we went at night as well just to go and see it. And I got some nice pictures of the Colosseum with the moon in the background. I'm just going to attach it through that little hole there to the binder. And again, these are some more pictures of the Colosseum. we went into like a little souvenir shop, and they were selling these postcards for €1, where you can see basically what it was like before and what it's like now. So I thought that was quite fun to put in. Is the inside of the Colosseum. We were basically the first people in there because we couldn't queue up at the main ticket office because we only had cash. So we went inside and waited for the queue to open, and as I said, we were pretty much the first people in. So we got some photos again with just us in them, which is unheard of in Rome, especially as summer comes around. And these are just some more pictures of us inside. We walked pretty much all the way around and spent a good sort of 45 minutes just wandering around and appreciating it. And again, this is the inside of the Colosseum, what it used to be like and what it's like now. So it's quite nice to see the difference, really. And then after the Colosseum, because you do get your ticket included, the Colosseum, the Roman Forum and the Palatine Hill all come under one ticket, and you can use them over 2 days, but only one visit per attraction. We went to the Roman Forum, which is just a big ground that you can walk around, and it was really cool. The only thing I would say is there's not many signposts or anything like that. You tend to, if you want to know a lot more about what you're seeing, you'd have to hire a guide. But we didn't want to hire a guide just because we weren't going to spend hours and hours there. We were happy just wandering around and seeing it, and you know, rather than learning too much that we were just going to forget about it after. So this is just some more pictures of the Roman Forum, and again, this is a big sticker. This really sticks out. I don't know if you see how thick it is. That's how thick it is from the pack, but I do like them. It just makes it very chunky. So there's some more pictures, and this is just a map of Rome. You can open it up, and there's a big map of Rome in there. Luckily, we had our phones that we could use our internet on, so we didn't have to rely on maps. We were okay to use our phones. And this is Palatine Hill, which is actually probably my favourite part of the Roman Forum, just because you get to see the whole of it from the top. So we walked up there and got some really good photos. The seagulls in Rome are very photogenic. They are honestly in everyone's photos. They like to be in photos, and they'll sit there and wait for you to take a photo. So yeah, it was really nice to be up there. We got a nice clear day so we could see everything. And then there's some nice orange trees growing in the background as well. These are just some odd photos from when we were wandering around. So up the top there's the Piazza Venezia, which is a big building. It's quite impressive, and it's almost like near a roundabout. And it was just really nice to see. So we've got some pictures of that, and then these are just some nice buildings in Rome. I like all the old style buildings you find in Rome. It reminded me of Sicily when we went there. And then this is just little Vespa again, which is really chunky. And then we went for a really long walk. On our second day, we went for a long walk along the river, and we ended up near this castle. We didn't go inside it because it was like €18 each just to go inside it. And really, we were more impressed by the river and the bridges rather than the actual castle itself. So we just had a nice wander, and it was actually at the bottom of this road that we saw the Vatican for the first time. But that's a completely different scrapbook because it's a new country, so I did a new scrapbook for that one. But yeah, the weather was really nice that day. It was really clear, so we had a nice walk around. And then the last page is just of when we went to the, I can never pronounce it, the Trastevere town, almost in Rome, almost like a little street in Rome that's quite quirky and quite different. So basically under here, just got some, move that over there. Just got some nice photos of the little streets that you can wander down. There's a load of trees that are basically overgrown and all going through people's windows, and it's really quite different than the city of Rome. So it's nice to go across to go and see it. And then this is just some food that we had. So these are the pizzas from Piazza. They are so good. They're only about €5, but they are so nice. So nice. They have some of the ingredients that I wouldn't ever think about putting on a pizza, but they're amazing. And then this was our favourite restaurant we went to. This is actually just by the Colosseum. I can't remember the name of it. I keep meaning to print out a label to put next to it to remind me of the the name of the restaurant, but we ate there quite a few times. It was really local, it was really sort of traditionally family orientated, and the food was good, and it was quite cheap actually, seeing it was next to the Colosseum. And then in this little bag, this is actually a Rome airport bag, but it was quite sturdy, so I thought, oh, I'll make a good sort of pocket. It's just got like receipts and some more maps and some little postcards in there as well, so I just thought that would be good, handy to keep things in. And then this is just the last page, again some more pictures of the nice little streets. We had a drink in one of the little bars, and this is quite a funky little postcard just about the district, you know, because it's quite quirky and things, so it's a nice little postcard. And yeah, that is Rome, so there's nothing else there, so it's only a very short one. Just as I said, we was only there for 5 days really, well 4.5, so we didn't get up to loads more because we didn't have too much time, but we saw everything we wanted to see, and obviously 1 full day was spent at the Vatican, so that will be my next album. Once I've finished it, I just need to do all the writing and just finish little bits and pieces. But that is Rome, and as you can see, the stickers have made it really, really thick. But I'm hoping to fill this scrapbook up with another part of Italy, so hopefully you will see a second version of this very shortly. Thank you.